If you've just gotten into quilting or you're looking for a new project, let's make this star flower block together. This is absolutely beginner friendly. This is a great block to make for beginner quilters who are looking to build some confidence and move on to more advanced patterns. This block finishes at 10 inches and you will just need 10 cuts of fabric to make it. So you'll need 2 5-inch squares of one of the star fabrics, 2 5-inch squares of the other star fabric, 4 3-inch squares of your background fabric, and 2 5-inch squares of the background fabric. For now, you can set those 3-inch squares aside, and you'll want to match up your background fabrics with one of each of the star fabrics by putting them right sides together, and then put your 2 star fabrics right sides together as well. So you should have 3 pairs of squares. You're going to take all 3 pairs to your sewing machine and sew a 1/4 inch around all 4 sides of the square. Once you have sewn around all 4 sides of the square, we are going to go ahead and make diagonal cuts from one corner to the opposite and then repeat this again. Try not to move the triangles while you move your ruler. But if you do, it's really not a big deal. Just try to find your 45-degree angle on your ruler and cut the second set of triangles that way. And you'll see here I actually did that. So my pieces got a little too separated. So I went ahead and found my 45-degree angle on the ruler so that I could make a straight cut from the corner up. You should have 4 triangles from each square and 12 triangles total. Then we're going to take these to our ironing board and press the seams open, and we will have 12 squares and we'll be ready to put our star together. Once you have pressed your seams opened and ironed out your squares, you should have 12 ready to go, and we are going to assemble our quilt block. I always lay it out beforehand so I know exactly what I'm doing. This step always takes me a little bit because I never lay them down right the first time. I like to start in the middle and work my way out, so the middle pieces should all be the squares that are made out of your 2 star fabrics, and none of the 2 same fabrics should be touching, so it kind of looks like a pinwheel. And then I just start working my way out and build the entire quilt block so that I am ready to sew all my squares together. This is what it should look like put together. So then I sew my rows together. I start at row 1, then I do row 2, 3, and 4. And then I will press the seams alternating directions depending on what row I'm on. So here you'll see I press my seams to the right, and then my next row I'll press them to the left, and then right and left for 3 and 4. This way I can nest my seams nicely and they match up. Once you have all 4 rows put together separately, you'll need to attach them together. So I'll take rows 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, I should say. I try to nest up those seams. You can kind of see it here. They should almost like click together when you press them together. And then I will sew those rows together, and then you will have a top half and a bottom half, and then you sew those 2 together and you have a finished quilt block. I will then trim my square down to 10.5 inches, and then when you put this in a quilt or with other fabrics on the sides, it is a 10-inch square. That is it. We have a finished star flower quilt block. I'm going to try to do one of these how-to videos every single Sunday. Give me a follow and let me know which ones you tried. Love to hear from you.